thank you so much for doing this interview. It's so great to talk to you. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Getting into the questions, what made you want to start acting?
I don't know. It's always something I've always wanted to do. Like, I was when I was really young, I was watching Liv and Maddie with Dove Cameron, and I just really liked it. It seemed so like fun. So I was like, I want to do that. So I asked my mom if I could get an agent, and then like a few years later, I got an agent, and then I'm where
Hmm.
I am now.
Yeah, I mean, you're making your film debut pretty soon in the new Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. How are you feeling about that release coming up?
I'm really excited. I really like how the movie turned out, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty awesome.
And what was your favorite moment on set?
Probably working with all the people that I've ever dreamed of working with. I've always wanted to work with like Robbie and Kaya and Hannah. I was so excited because I like watched all shows with them and movies with them, and I was just so excited to meet them. And they're such amazing people. So
Robbie is a fellow Canadian. Did you guys have some bonding time in there?
I mean, pretty much we did talk a lot, not too Canadian, but yeah, we had a lot of bonding.
Now, were you a fan of the previous Resident Evil movies before getting this role, or?
I knew what it was. I was really excited to get the audition for sure. I played the original game with my dad a bit,
Did
so
you?
just so I could kind of get a feel of it. Yeah, so that was really cool. So I knew what it was, so I was really excited to audition because it was like pretty big, right?
I mean, are you big into horror movies or is that not your thing?
I love horror movies, which is why
Really?
I'm so excited. This is my first horror movie audition. I'm gonna get this. I just feel that I love horror movies. They're just so much fun. I was so excited that I could get my first horror movie.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of super scary things in here, really gory, but do you yourself have a favorite scene or, without spoiling too much, like a favorite part?
Um, I don't know. I just loved it all. Like it was so perfectly like planned out. Like just the way they like did everything and all the props were like amazing and the makeup artist did fantastic on all like the gory like creepy stuff. So it was really cool to see it all be made and like I think my favorite part though would be like the zombies, like the prosthetics and stuff. Those were really interesting and there was a couple where I was just like whoa, like how did someone make that? Like that it was like weirdly impressive.
Honestly, I can never do that for a living, so props to them.
Yeah.
But can you tell any viewers a little bit about your character, Sherry?
Um, Sherry's very outgoing. The funny thing is she's like this little like bundle of like innocence, I guess, which is something really funny because it's like in this like super gory, hoary world, like there's just Sherry, and Sherry's just kind of like, oh, okay then. And I just find it really funny that she's just so like not happy, but she still keeps her innocence. But I am happy it's Sherry's life because she has a pretty dark life.
Would you be able to survive if that was you?
Good question. I don't know. Like it's a lot that
That's
Sherry
a
like
lot.
goes through. So I don't know. Maybe I would. It's a good question. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I feel like playing the game might help you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, in the game, the original game, she was just running around a lot.
She was just living her life.
She was living her life. She was trying to make the best out of it.
Fair enough. If you could describe your character in 3 words, what do you think they would be?
Um, Probably innocent again. Um, hmm. Scared. She's always scared.
Fair enough.
So yeah, and maybe adorable. I really like Cher in the original game. She's very funny. Actually, I do like her. She's kind of
Hmm.
cute.
I mean, obviously she was just running around in the games, but was it hard kind of bringing her to life? What challenges did you have to go through?
It was kind of hard because like, I'm really bad at playing like innocent roles. I find I like the roles where I'm like way meaner, but I I I think I did an okay job at playing her, and I hope I did. It was kind of hard though. Like it was a lot for her to take in. I feel like so even like just like doing it was a lot to process. Even to just like film it was like a lot to just kind of have. Like it was so much pain for her. I feel so bad. Like she was like every 5
Break.
seconds just something terrible would happen to her. Like,
Yeah. No, she definitely needs a break in her life at one point. But you were also on the TV show Good Witch. How was that different than being on a film set?
Um, something I found really cool is like on the TV set, it was they had like almost these like little cubicles that it reminded me of IKEA. When you go into IKEA and there's all those different like rooms like right next to each other, it felt like that. So it was actually really interesting because it'd be like, okay, you're gonna go into this random cubicle for this scene, and it was like I don't know, it's just so weird to like see everything all by itself. And then I watched the show before it, so I like saw all like the main characters like homes and stuff, and I was like, I know that place, I know that place, and it was so cool because I was like, I like this show, and I know where it's filmed now, and I can see everything. It was so cool.
Do you have any plans for the future? Any roles coming up that you could hint at?
I haven't done too many auditions recently. I've been mainly kind of trying to focus on like what I'm doing right now. But I don't think I can say too much.
I'll keep an eye out for you. What is something that you learned from either your fellow cast members or just being on your first real film set?
I think I learned it's a bit more work than I expected. Like I knew it was a job and all, but like I just kind of forgot that I would be there for like hours at a time, and it wasn't like, okay, you're done one scene, you can go now, you can go home now. I forget that it's like a job. Um, I I don't know like what I learned from. Actually, I do. It was just very interesting to see like how everyone like prepares for their scene. Like I used to really like Victoria's, which Avon was in, and I always used to think like, how would he prepare for a scene? Like, what does he do before he like films anything? And I could like watch, and I could be so invested with like how he does everything. I know this sounds like kind of crazy, but I was really interested because he's like one of my favorite actors ever, right? So it's really interesting to learn about like what he does and how he does it.
I mean, you're only 11 and you are acting with these huge actors and big movies. What advice do you have to other people who might want to start acting?
Do it. Like I used to think it would be really pointless to do acting because I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I'm probably just gonna get made fun of at school. Um, but I did it, and I like did something. So I would say just do it. Don't overthink it. Never second guess yourself. Just go with your gut feeling. If you think this is what you should do it.
Yeah. And my last question for you, do you have any dream roles that you would want to have in your future?
I really want to be on a comedy show. I like horror, but I really want to be in a comedy show. I just I like to learn about the timing of everything, like just like how everything's just like I don't know. Comedy is just so interesting to me. I feel like it's a whole other world, and I want to learn about it, and I want to do it. But there's not really any specific shows I want to be on or anything. It's just more like genres I want to be in.
Well, thank you so much for doing this interview. It was so great to talk to you.
Thank you.